How is everybody doing today? Welcome to CTM Sports Live. I know it's a little late, but roll with your boy as I talk about a couple of sports topics today. And with that being said, let us get into the CTM Sports Live. Before I get into that, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Help us grow to 1K. Appreciate everybody who's been watching. Appreciate all the support. Now let's get into it. Let me know if you like the politics video I made the other day. I can't really get deep into politics. It's crazy. That's a lot to really talk about, but to learn politics, it take a lot. I mean, it take a lot. That's why I don't put that much emotional stock into something I don't know a whole lot about. Because if you ask yourself, if you're a regular person working 9 to 5, you can ask yourself, how much do you really know out of if 100% scale? How much do you really know on a scale from 0 to 100? So with that being said, let us get into the sports though. Leave the politics alone. First topic. Is Russell Wilson the starting QB for the Steelers? Or will they go with Justin Fields? You see the narrative in the news. They playing around with the narrative. Stephen A. Smith kind of called him out a little bit because he's being laid back and cool, calm, and collective, telling everybody to relax. Some people saying Justin Fields is playing better. But let me know in the comments who you got as a starting quarterback for the Steelers. I'm going to say Russell Wilson because he still is a passer. He still can pass the ball. He's just a laid-back dude. I mean, he's not, worried about losing his job. I mean, he done made his money. He done won a Super Bowl. He done did everything most people wanted to do in their career. So even if he didn't win the starting job, I don't think he would even trip because he is already winning. He got a Super Bowl, made the money. He's done everything you could do. And with that, even in his age, I think he's still better than Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields can learn a lot from watching him. Being up under him, I think he can learn a lot by just being able to sit back and watch without the pressure of having to play now. I think he can learn a lot. And I think when Russell Wilson retires, he can just take over the Steelers. But do I think he's going to be the future of the Steelers? Probably not. I don't think, unless he improves his passing, I just said the dude's name. God, dog. Justin Fields will not be the future of the Steelers if he don't improve his passing. And that's just keeping it real. He has to improve his pocket passing, especially playing for the Steelers. They do not have an offense for a rushing quarterback. They have their offensive line is catered around a stand-up in the pocket passer. And right now, Justin Fields has to develop that. Russell Wilson can do that, but with his height, he's not as tall as Big Ben was. So they got to do a lot of play action, kind of move the pocket around so he can kind of see over the offensive line. The thing that made Big Ben unique is that he was about 6'6", I guess, and he stood over the line. So Justin needs a year off. Yeah, I believe that. Justin needs a year off. That's what would be best for him. I believe that, but it's like, what do the owners and coach think? I think he does too. I think he would benefit from watching Russell Wilson, kind of just sitting back and learning from the coaches at the Steelers. Like, I don't think Chicago really had the people in place. We're gonna talk about Caleb Williams here in a second, but I don't think they had this infrastructure in place for a personality like Justin Fields. To play in Chicago, and we're going to get to it, you almost have to be delirious and be confident in yourself first before you deal with the coaches and infrastructure. Because when it all breaks down, like it always do in those kind of franchises, your skill has to overcome the breakdown and the dysfunction of a franchise. But that's just my opinion. So, we'll go to the next topic. Can Caleb Williams win the Rookie of the Year? I think he has a good chance right now. The last one I made, podcast I made, I forgot to turn the audio on this video switcher. That was my fault. It's just you just heard the sound effects, but not me talking, which is pretty crazy. But when I watched it, but if he gets to about 9 or 10 wins with the Chicago Bears, I think he'll win the Rookie of the Year, hands down. Right now, he's on a good track because he's got that. Like, the thing I like about Caleb Williams is he has that delirious kind of confidence that he can overcome anything, and I appreciate that because my personality is kind of like that. But he's playing good even in the preseason. We're gonna see how he do in the regular season because this is way faster in the regular season. But I think that he could do it. I think that he got the confidence for it, and he got the skill set. He stands up in the pocket and passes the ball. Justin Fields, I think, is just one of those athletic guys, and you put him at quarterback and he'll shine. But I don't think he's a stand-up pocket passer. Oh, wow, we got a has been sacked so much in 3 years, he doubled the pace that Andrew Luck was on. Kid needs less expectation in order to focus on the mental part of the game. I agree. He has been sacked a lot, and I think sometimes when you're in like Chicago, the pressure is immense, especially when the franchise is losing. And he said, hell yes, Caleb can. Good chance for sure. Will he? I don't know. Sure can. Like I said, I think he will. Like I said, me and you on the same page. 9 wins is a prediction. If he gets to 9 wins, I think he's going to win the Rookie of the Year. It's going to be hands down. He already got the stories and stuff, the narratives. They like his personality. His personality is kind of – people don't realize that's kind of part of winning, too, the Rookie of the Year, those kind of things. The PR is very important, and Caleb is definitely winning the PR battle with all the rookies. He's leading the team. He's even leading them in the locker room. He may change the culture in Chicago. That may be what they needed in Chicago. He may change the whole culture in Chicago. So, shout out to Chicago, man, for drafting Caleb Williams, man. So, our next topic. I'm Team Prime over here all day, man. It's Team Prime. I will be doing post games when I have time to talk about their performance. Then the question is, will Colorado be better in the Big 12 this year? They was in the Pac-12 last year. They moved to the Big 12 this year. Big 12 got some heat, though. They got some heavy here. They got Texas. They got Kansas State. I think Kansas may be pretty good this year. And I think that I want to say Colorado may win 9 to 10 games. And I got to see how they play the first game. Because they got a lot of, I heard they beat the offensive line up. I like Warren Sapp as one of the D-line coaches. I like that. I think they're going to get a lot of their D-line will improve. They get a lot of pressure this year. If they improve their offensive line coverage, keep what's his name off the ground, I think they'll be great. Who will build a statue of him if he does? They talk about Caleb. Hey, man, I think Caleb, man, the confidence, that's what y'all needed, man. I think Caleb has the confidence, even if they had dysfunction, his skill will overcome the dysfunction. That's what I think. He's got that kind of delirious kind of skill where it don't matter what situation he's in, he's going to find a way to get it done. And they got those 2 receivers, old boy from the Chargers, and then I think DJ. I think, man, they're going to have a really good season this year. It's going to be pretty good. Watch, I'll keep up my eye on the Bears, though, when they I'm going to try to do next week, I'm going to try to do a preview of each conference. I'm going to try. I got to get my notes together and stuff. So, but back to Colorado. What do you think they're going to do in the Pac-12 this year? I think they're going to do pretty good. I think, like I said, I can see probably 9 to 10 games. I got to see how they play their first game, but I really like this. Like I say, the coaches he got in, he got a better system in play. I still think if his offensive line can protect the quarterback and keep him off the ground, I think they'll win more games. That's where I really saw them lacking last year. I know they're not going to be juggernauts like I was going to say Florida State, but let me know if you saw that upset. Florida State lost to Georgia Tech on the field goal. Man, that's got to be tough, man. Ranked number 10 and lost to Georgia Tech. Ooh, that's gonna shake up the AP poll right there. Let me know what you think about Colorado. Do you think they're gonna do better in the Big 12? Moving on to the next topic. Oh, this is a good one. The broadcasters. Broadcasters are going at each other. Is this the new entertainment that we're seeing? Broadcasters beefing, going at each other. I don't know, man. Tell me what you think.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I think Dan Lebitard was going at Emmanuel Acho. Acho, I think that's his name. Acho was saying that he's an attention craver, just kind of going at him. A lot of other little things going back and forth. Ever since Skip left, FS1 been kind of wide open. They shuffling the shows around. It's gonna be an interesting year for sports broadcasting, guys. So keep your eyes open on that. And I hope it don't turn into they beefing with each other like it's hip hop or something, like it's a rap. I hope they kind of find that medium. Everybody can make money. Everybody can eat. I don't think you got to beef with each other. Don't bring the streets into sports broadcasting. Please don't do that. Not worth it. It's not worth it. Leave it where it's at. Beef is nobody makes money when people beefing. It only brings trouble. It only brings static. I know people kind of drawn to it, but it's really not worth it in the end because everybody loses when the beef go on too long. So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think broadcasters going at each other is the new entertainment now? Is the new narrative? Is the new hot takes? Commenting on each other, calling each other out. And let me know if there's enough money rolling around. Is there enough money rolling around in sports? Because the people getting losing their jobs, people getting laid off, people not renewing their contracts. We finding out that there is no guarantee on TV. Ain't no guarantee on TV. Anybody can get cut at any time. Stephen A. Smith contract is supposed to be renewed by 2025. They haven't renewed it yet. Let me know. Do you think it's going to get renewed?
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Or will Stephen A. Smith tell ESPN when he tell them cheers to you? Because he has his own podcast, his own production company, and I think he may reach 1 million subscribers for the end of this year. As a matter of fact, while you're doing that, make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button for CTM. Help us get to 1K. We might not get to 1 million, but you can help us get to 1K. So, last topic of the day. We see all these athletes making the money, but for regular people, let's think about this. Does a person have to educate themselves on how to handle money? Let me know in the comments what you think about that.
You want answers.
Does a person need to educate themselves on how to handle money? As a 41-year-old regular person working in IT, I'm going to say yes. Everybody needs to handle themselves. I know when I was younger, my mom, she really did try to teach us about balancing a checkbook, doing those things. But when debit cards came out, you kind of lost interest in it. You just look at the account on your phone or look at the account online or something like that, or go to the bank and stick the debit card in there and look at what the balance and stuff like that. But as I got older, I really started to understand keeping up with your transactions, keeping up with your money, keeping up with your balances. Especially now as a family man, as a husband, as a father, you have to keep an account all those things. Keeping your overhead down low as you possibly can, and knowing when you can get extra stuff and knowing when you can't. But I can imagine if you don't have that kind of training, or you don't even think about that, and somebody hand you, double-digit millions of dollars, and you just spend, but you don't replenish. There's one thing about regular people you got to understand. You spend this kind of money, how do you put it back? If you spend $500, how do you feel that $500 hole back in? Because some people spend $500, you don't feel that back in. Now you down $500 and something happened. How do you generate that kind of money again? just something to think about. Do you have to educate yourself as an individual on how to handle money? Because money is a tool, but just like anything else, it can deplete. You can lose it. You have to make the right decision, the right choices in order to maintain a healthy cash flow, healthy provision. It's an education to it. That's why I say education is important. I will keep pushing it. I'm learning every day. Education is important, even at 41, because I didn't do it when I was in my 20s. Now I'm doing it at 41. And I'm saying, even with money, you have to educate yourself. And it's more than a 5-minute class on YouTube on how to handle money. That's just my 2 cents. With that being said, I'm going to close out this thing. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the wrong button. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. This is Mike, and I am signing out. Thank you for watching.